How's everyone doing tonight? Cheers. Greg's on the side taking care of some business here. I didn't think this shirt through when I decided to wear it tonight. I love tank tops.
Hey guys, be on in just a minute. We'll let everybody get on here. I'm trying to just make sure we've got everything squared up. We're good.
Always fidgeting. Always.
Gotta
always
make
fidgeting.
sure it's good.
How's everyone's week? Nobody's jumped on yet?
You can jump on. Jump onto mine. On yours.
So bossy.
Somebody's gotta be the CEO.
Shut up. Stupid. It's not showing you. Put my drink down. I guess. There we are.
What's going on here?
I think there's been some problems with like service around here because at the gym they couldn't. The Zoom wouldn't work. They couldn't get it to work.
Interesting.
Did it kick us off?
Nope. We're still live. We're good. Wait for people to start popping
There we
on
are.
here. Does it say open to everybody? Just want to make sure
I don't know.
the
Here.
setting hasn't changed. Just making sure it's too low. Oh, that's just the video. All right. There you go.
Is it still on?
Yep, we're on. We've got somebody popped on.
Yeah, me.
Well, there's somebody else.
Oh.
Looks like Shauna's on. Hi,
Hey,
Shauna.
Shauna. Happy hump day.
Hi. Be on in just a second. Get this stuff kicked off.
How's your week?
Looks like Shauna's on. Hi,
Oh, I guess I should turn that off so we don't get a. There we go. How's your week? Shauna, me. I don't know. I turned the volume off. I don't know why. I need new technology.
You mean like a mute button?
No, just a new phone. This one's like 3 years old.
I don't think
Ghetto.
that's what's going to do it. I don't think
No,
that's it.
That's it. I need a new phone. Okay, sit down.
All right. Hang on.
Let's see who else is on.
All right. Hey, guys. Hope you guys are having a
Leanne
good
graduated
night.
8th grade. Congratulations.
Who did?
That's awesome. Her daughter, Leanne.
Leanne? Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Dan's on. He says hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Dan. Saw Beth saw you reached out the other day.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to.
Sorry.
Life's,
We're getting back into after taking 2 days off, getting back into like the world of work again and doing that crap. It just kind of takes a little while to.
well, and happening.
So it looks like we may be having some connection issues. I don't know. It may kind of glitch a little bit. Hopefully it gets a little bit stronger here. It kind of comes up and says, hey, we're trying to reconnect.
Yeah,
So if it
this
glitches,
is going to be our last outside one.
it's steamy.
It is really steamy.
Yeah, it's steamy here in San Antonio.
It is only 87 degrees, but
Chance
there's
storms.
chance storms tonight. There's chance of storms tonight, so I think the humidity level's gone up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And woo,
It's steamy.
It's
I can feel
steamy.
my head sweating already.
yeah, I can see it.
So, hope you guys are all having a good week. It's Wednesday. Got a long weekend coming up, so I hope you all have some plans.
So crazy.
Yeah, we'll get into that here in a few minutes about Beth forgetting what month it was. Like, all together. Didn't have a clue. Didn't know. No idea.
And he's not even lying.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Patrick.
Fred.
What's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. We're just chilling. It's
Day for
Wednesday.
long weekend, so need it. Yes, I mean
Absolutely.
it's so funny because everybody like starting tomorrow. A lot of people that I work with
Me
are
too.
out of the office, and
Right.
I was like, "Ooh, I should take PTO." And I was like, "Bitch, you just
took
got back
2
from
days.
PTO."
It took- yeah, we had a
I
4-day
took
weekend.
3 days last week.
I guess who knows what like South Padre is going to look like this
Oh,
coming
it'll be
weekend.
busier.
Think so?
It'll be busier.
There was already a bunch of kids out there.
Not social
Not-
distancing.
No.
Which was hilarious. Because, I mean, they could give a rat's ass about 6 feet apart and less than 10 people.
No, they're not in the concern group.
They aren't.
Evidently,
Well, which is funny because they all think they're too healthy to get it.
and half of them were hammered the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
the alcohol's probably
sick.
killing any germs
Well,
out there.
on top of that, they're probably getting like STDs instead. So, whatever.
I hadn't even thought about that. No, kids
Yeah.
practice safe sex. They're way smarter than you were as a kid.
No, they're not.
That's for sure.
They're still like 21 years old.
Yeah, most of them
and-
don't even drink alcohol, though. They all drink coffee.
No, they drink these fucking things. These little Spritzers.
Sparkly waters.
Spritzers.
I love my
Good.
spritzers.
Yeah. So, again, I hope you guys are doing good and
Hey, Steph.
having a good week.
Steph
a good
Connor.
week. It's Wednesday. Steph.
So let's talk about our long weekend, or
Just
our getting back from our long weekend.
Yeah. So it's been busy as shit. You know how it
has
goes.
been busy.
Any one of you guys takes a day off, you know, or a couple days off.
Takes a
come
little while
back
to catch up. I call it the PTO hangover.
200 emails and whatever other meetings you missed and trying to just catch up. God damn, you just chugged that.
I just needed it.
Sorry, this is probably not going to be a PG-13.
No, that was my first glass of wine. That's why I chugged it.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh, you?
Yeah. Well, you just
Like,
chugged,
that's something
you just
new.
chugged a glass of wine now.
It wasn't a full glass. It was like a quarter of a glass.
Half glass. Hey, real quick, funny video
My
that's out
face
there.
afterwards was hilarious.
Funny
I was like,
video out there. So there's like a drinking challenge, and I don't know, the Jesse Weissman and Tiffany Hart video that's out there.
Oh,
A lot of you have already seen it. It's like where she's feeding it. She holds the glass of wine from a
in
stab
her mouth.
tries to get it in her friends to drink the wine.
Right, to get the wine to pour into her
Yeah.
mouth without making
I mean,
a mess.
go find it. Just look up Tiffany Hart. It's on her TikTok or Instagram or
It's on
something like
Instagram,
that.
too.
And it's up to like, I don't know, 20 million views
Yeah,
or something
couple
crazy like
million.
that. Yeah, a few million. Went
Hashtag
semi-viral.
bestie goals.
There's another giant bug in here. Last week we had the giant bird that flew over, the pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah.
That Fred, dude, I gotta call you out on.
No,
not call you out.
Don't.
She thought you
Don't.
were being dirty, man.
Don't. I got
It was funny. I was like, no, he's talking about the bird flying over, craps in your mouth. She had some. She was thinking something else, dude.
Why would
You're
you
blushing.
do that to me?
On live on
Why
Facebook.
would you do that to me?
So
You're an
anyway,
a-hole.
it was funny as shit because I didn't realize because I saw her post like Fred, like all in caps. It was pretty funny. So hey, yeah,
I was hot before,
she
and now I'm
didn't know.
even more hot.
It was good, yeah. So we had a good time getting back into things.
We
just
found
kinda-
out when we came back to the office that,
Oh,
back from the vacation, that we're not going back to the office until
September 1 at least.
So I guess that means more weekday drinking and
More
no
of this.
makeup. No makeup. Greg
More
did-
shorts.
Greg was like, I haven't put on pants and I don't know how long, and it just struck me as really funny. But yeah, no pants, no makeup, midweek drinks, staying
Kinda
up till
hanging out,
12,
you know,
1
and
o'clock in the
just
morning.
doing our thing.
It's gonna be so hard to get back into a regular schedule,
Yeah.
like being in bed by 10:30.
We'll see what I mean. It's just I think it's not just for us. I think it's for everybody, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't have childcare. So how do
Yeah.
you get people to come back into the office when they don't have a?
I don't know.
anything to
As
do
a
with their
parent,
kids?
we're not parents, right? We have dogs, so like we can live on any. But as a parent, like, what's your schedule? Because I know you probably put your kids down to sleep at say 8 o'clock or something like that.
Do
but
you when it's summertime
I
though,
don't know.
or do you just
well,
say?
no. Say it's just school time now, right? Because they have to. I would imagine they have to be kind of on a more structured sleep schedule, right? I mean, I don't know.
During the school year. Well, and I imagine
School
they still
year-
can't.
I mean,
Depending on
what
the
is-
age of your kids,
is
you
this
don't let them
school year?
stay.
It's the man.
It's funny
trying to
because
get
we
us.
freeze now that I can see it. We like literally.
Yeah. We'll get you. We'll catch up as we
So,
go.
but so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that you let your kids stay up a little bit longer during the summer versus
Summer,
if you
yeah,
make them
like
go to bed at
I was
8
doing.
o'clock during school year. Do you let them stay up? I guess depending on age till 10, 11.
But kind of like, how do you as a parent get some decompression time, right? If they're staying up later, are you staying up later? Which is
sure.
then having an impact on like your sleep schedules.
I
I
don't know.
imagine. I mean, because kids, I know, like everybody's kids gets up at like the ass crack
Not
of dawn.
everybody's.
Well,
No, the older they
compared
get,
to
the
me,
later
like
they
I
sleep.
mean, if you were to ask me, I'd be like,
I mean, you still sleep
you
till
get up
12.
at like 7. When? Well,
I have photographic evidence that I posted of you still in bed at like 11:30.
that was one.
Are you really
7
gonna lie?
times.
Okay, I was like, are you really gonna lie?
In 7,
But-
6.
so
how
yeah.
long's this thing been? 6 months?
I don't know.
3
no.
months? 4 months?
It's mid-May, March.
Feels like it's been a
So
year.
2 months. Only 2 months. Doesn't it seem longer than 2 months? It's only literally been like 2
No, it's
months.
been 9 weeks.
No.
This is 9. This is
They
10th
start.
week.
They do the stay at home.
This is our 10th week, and we had you and I had a week before that because we went up to Colorado.
I don't think they were doing stay at home yet then, because they didn't start doing the stay at home stuff.
I got an email.
I don't know.
that said it
Anyways,
was
it's
going
been.
a week line,
Oh
9
really?
months. Anyway,
Flipping a long time.
bicker, right?
But so yeah, so it's interesting.
It's all
Let us
good.
know.
Yeah.
What are you
absolutely.
gonna do to get back in? Like,
Are your jobs going back to normal at some point? I don't know. Stephanie said mine have to stick to a schedule in summer because they're going to be in camp. Yeah, it's
That's
7
a good
a.m.
mom, though. Like, she doesn't...
Well, there's a lot of good moms.
Well, I can only tell you what I know intimately, and I know her
I'd be a good
children's...
dad, but they'd be up at like 9:30 with me.
I know Stephanie's schedule with her children intimately from
And
being her
across the
bestie.
street.
So, I mean, I don't know. She's really good about... She's always been really good about making her kids follow a schedule.
Shauna said, wore real clothes today.
What? What?
What do you mean by wore real clothes? Like, you were out of your PJs?
Oh,
Like,
wore real clothes. Like,
like
she
you
put
put
on a
on
blouse
dress
and
clothes?
shorts.
I mean, what's that mean? I don't know.
Did you
Could
go
be-
out and about?
Like, or were you like a newscaster? It's like shorts, like business on the or business on the top,
Party on the bottom.
I don't
There was
know.
I saw one where the guy was like waiting to go live.
She
And he
said,
didn't realize
yep.
they'd go live, and he was sitting like this, and you could just see his whole leg, and he was like, and then he
chilling.
noticed he was live. He was like, "Oh crap!" and hit it off. I was like, "Smooth move, X-Lax."
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got your back on all this. If you want to chat about stuff, send us topics. I've kind of been not saying that, but if you guys have something specific that you want us
Or you want to
chat
share a
about,
funny story that we
funny
can
stories,
share.
yeah.
So
feel good. So we're gonna.
speaking of funny
Let
stories,
me go
oh,
back. Let me interject. We've got kind of a pretty cool thing, but we're going to eventually do a podcast kind of style thing here. We're gonna actually set it up inside. We've got a nice camera. We're getting some mics and doing something a little bit different.
and AC.
And AC. That's the important thing. So we're gonna try and have more of a kind of schedule, and that's what we're actually. If you look, we've actually got like topics and things, and try and come up with a little bit different, more regimen. I don't want to call it regimen because it's more fun, but it's definitely going to be fun.
An outline,
An outline,
so we can feel like
Is
we're
that
in
what it's
school
called?
again. I don't know.
It's an outline. I think it's an
Yeah.
outline.
So
But anyway, I
tell
just
your
wanted to
funny
share
story.
that. So I've got to kind of preface it a little bit with I was thinking through topics tonight to go over, and one of them came up with like workouts, right? And I'll let Beth explain her workout and how she's dying. And we're back. But it made me think of a funny story that I was like a little ass kid, right? Like, I don't know, 3rd grade, right? And I remember I got in trouble with the teacher. And I got put in a box. I got put in a box at school, 3rd grade, right? So I went home, told my mom. It's like, they put me in, I was probably just like, way. And so my mom went to school. It keeps glitching, so I have to hold on and wait a second.
It's
So my
funny
mom
'cause he
goes
freezes
to,
like he's frozen with it.
So my mom goes to the school to get basically bitch out. This is like the early 80s, right? Like 81, 82. And she goes there to like pretty much like tell the teacher, why
Wag a
would you
finger.
put my kid in a box? She proceeds to tell the teacher that, what are you talking about, right?
Or the teacher proceeds to tell
Or
her.
the teacher proceeds to tell my mother. And my mom's like a Marine Corps mom, right? She's got like, she knows, like, you ain't messing with my kids, right? Which was great. So she shows her the desk, and basically she had cut out like the do not disturb Greg desk, right? So basically imagine like
that
a
was too
box
busy.
around a chair and the desk, and it's the do
So
not.
you were boxed in. You weren't in a box.
Yeah, it was only 3 sides and like cut off, and but it was bright yellow. It was like having the dunce hat on your head, like.
It was but you know what's funny is
It was
made
the
me.
do not talk to Greg
It
because
made
Greg
me
can't
think of-
shut his mouth.
How many of us have stories like that? Because it made me think of a time that I told my mom I had the greatest kindergarten teacher, Miss Roper. It's weird that I still know her name, but that's how like wonderful she was that I remember her name. She was my first, sweetest little nicest
I'm
lady.
fairly sure the teacher was awesome.
And I came home and told my mom. She shoved me in a closet and locked me in there. And so my mom reached out and she was like,
Just randomly
no,
making shit
I don't
up
even
about the
know
teacher.
what closet because I don't have a closet, And I was like,
Who knows?
In my mind, it happened. So it just must be a kid thing, That or you and I are both really fucked. Oh, that's funny. So
This connection thing's gonna drive me crazy tonight, but we're
I
gonna
don't know.
figure
Are
it
we
out.
gonna have
I
to
don't know.
like go unplug our internet after this
Yeah,
and
maybe.
reset it? I don't
Fucking
know.
So anyway, it made
Technology.
me. All of this is because I thought of like Beth's
My workout.
So explain how your workout area is. So Texas, we could start going back to the gym on
This Monday. Yeah, this
right.
Monday.
So go for it.
So I belong to a local fitness. It's almost kind of like CrossFit, but it's
it's
but it's not. It's got CrossFit moves in it, but it's not like do as fast as you can and only have to work out for 20 minutes. It's better than a CrossFit gym, I think, but I've never tried CrossFit, so I can't really speak from experience.
What was that called?
Boot camp.
It was like, it's
It's
like
kind of like a
high
CrossFit
intensity
boot camp. Butt camp?
A butt camp?
Butt camp. Today was a butt camp.
Leg day.
So she has divided it into 10 6-foot squares. June bugs.
Jesus.
They're June bugs. They're not going to hurt you.
There's another one. They're coming from all directions.
You're in South Texas, bitch. There's June bugs.
Where do you hear the cicadas out here? Anyway, I'm sorry.
But so she's divided it into 10 6-foot boxes, and she's outlined them.
It's not a box. It's a taped line.
It's a taped box.
So this is the.
That's what led to his box story, because I said, we've got.
I thought they had her in like a fucking.
And
box.
he's like plastic walls. I'm like, no, like taped off. And he was like, that's not a box, babe. I'm like, it's a box.
I thought it was like a literal box.
But they've done a really good job. Only 10 people.
I was traumatized as a child.
Only 10 people can go to the workout, so we have to sign up. But I thought I was doing a pretty good job working out here. No.
What do you mean?
I mean,
you
I
did great.
I was doing great.
Complimented
but
you.
She kicks our ass so much more in person.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But
right.
yeah, today was legs day, and I walked out of there walking funny.
It's legs day, dude. I don't care how good a shape you are. You always walk out of legs day. Like
Greg was sitting outside
talking
to Ian.
Tomorrow's gonna be the worst.
Yeah,
like,
tomorrow's gonna suck. Peeing tomorrow is gonna suck.
Everybody's had to go to the restroom after legs day.
Oh,
it's
man.
the worst.
But Greg was out here talking to Ian when I got home from the gym, and I was like, I don't think I can get out because my car's so low. I was like, I think I literally need a hand. And Ian was like, go help your wife. I was like, no, I got it. Seriously, I got it. But maybe.
It was.
But your gym opened back up too, which is kind of crazy because it's jiu-jitsu.
Right. So our gym
it's like
opened up
person on person.
Right, and it is jiu-jitsu.
Do you have to wear gloves? I meant to ask you.
So
see, my gym, you cannot come in if you don't have full gloves on and a mask.
So
you can take your mask off when you work out once you're in your box.
Perhaps we're taking a bit more of a risk, but we signed the waiver and we.
You get me sick.
We tag. I'm not gonna get you sick. We tag who everything's tracked who your workout partners are, so they know if something like that were to happen, we can track it back.
Right, they know who you've worked out.
You walk in, they scan you. Your temperature and everything.
They don't do that to us.
They do that to us.
Right.
You sanitize the second you get there, like your hands, those types of things. And then for the most part, the workout was like individual, just like you're just doing like drills and stuff like that and stretching.
Right.
And then the second half, so I worked out for a couple hours last night. And the second half, I only rolled with one guy. We worked out the whole time for 2 hours.
Okay.
Right? So, but we worked out and did one rolling session. So if you're familiar with jiu-jitsu, it's actually where you're making contact and those types of things. But we did drills and some other things. And as soon as you leave, like as you're walking out, they basically say, okay, you go,
right.
you go. So nobody's like crossing paths super close.
Right.
You're not really
You have to leave with your mask on, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I put my towel just up to my face, which I did still. I now probably have to get a new mask, but they do have in our little squares. They have weights set up for you, and so for like me, because she always insists that I'm stronger than I think I am, she gives me the heavier weights.
Yeah.
And so if I need an additional like lower set, I have to ask her for it, and she gets it. I am required to spray everything down before I leave. So, and I'm a little obnoxious about it because I'll spray it and then I'll flip the dumbbells and then I'll spray them on the other side. You have to spray your bike because she put a bike in there with us. But yeah, it's amazing how much less anxiety I have since I've been able to start going to the gym.
I've only been there one night and it was really a big difference. Because we do, like I said, I've talked about this in the past. We have a little workout area upstairs.
We were self-sufficient.
Yeah. We kept our cardio by walking or riding bikes and stuff like that, and then
lifted upstairs.
But we only have a certain amount of weights and certain things.
Right. Like my heaviest set of weights was 12, and a lot of for mine I do 15s or 20s.
Right. And we have it's either over that or
I either have 12s or 25s, and 25s I can do. I mean,
so anyway,
but I will tell you, I don't know if it's because I'm actually know that I have something that I'm leaving the house for, but my anxiety level has, like, even when we were on PTO, I kept telling you, I'm super anxious, man. I can't figure it out. Like, every morning I would start up super anxious. We'd hit the beach, and I'd be like,
chill.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
But,
you could relax. Yeah.
my
It
anxiety
makes a big
level was
difference.
still pretty high. But now I look forward, even though I know it's going to suck balls, I look forward to going. I look forward to seeing people. And my anxiety level has dropped like
Dina.
immensely. It's kind of crazy. So I'm
See
super
ya, Fred.
excited to be back at the gym.
Yeah, it really makes a big difference. I think just on
It catches up. So just
it really makes a big difference on your psyche to be able to get out of the house and have something to look forward to. I think is what it really.
Well, and it's interacting with. I love you, babe, but it's somebody other than you.
No, I agree. I was talking to the guy I was working out with last night, and I was like, it's one thing to work out, and it's great to have a partner or somebody in the house. But it's another thing to work out with the same person.
Well, we get on each other's nerves. Earlier, perfect example, earlier tonight I was like, I'm going to murder you if you don't stop talking to me.
It happens.
So.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, even just right before this, you want to fucking kill me. It's my fault. I'll take blame. We're not going to get into this.
It's always your fault.
Stop. Anyway.
But,
all right, we'll get back to
working out is amazing.
Yeah. It's a big topic for the day. Beth's lost her track of time entirely. She doesn't know what month it is.
Let me tell
she
a
didn't the other
story.
day. Okay.
So we're at the beach, right? It's Sunday, and we're packing up, we're working, we're getting everything done.
Theta.
And I get this message that it says, my brother's a junior. So Albert Castro Jr.'s birthday today. Wish him happy birthday.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. We hadn't done that yet.
Cheers, Dad, everybody.
What the hell, man?
Bars open. Cheers. Sorry.
When you cheers, you have to drink. You're
did.
horrible at that. No, you didn't. You're horrible at that. But, so I get this pop-up message that says, today is Albert Castro Jr.'s birthday. Wish him a happy birthday. I'm like, what the hell's this shit? My brother's birthday is not till May. And Greg literally stops.
Like 3 days ago.
Greg literally stops, turns around, and he's like, babe, it is May. And I was like, oh shit, it is May, isn't it? Holy crap. One. Then the next thing was, I'm back at work on Monday, and somebody said something about Memorial Day. I was like, oh shit, it's May. It is Memorial Day. I was like, we have a holiday this month. And Greg goes, it's Monday. And I was like, oh, son of a gun, I'm horrible.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's going to be June 1st.
Well, somebody said it, I think, and I may have said it before, but it was
happen?
April was 100 days, it felt like.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't feel like May.
And May has been like 5.
Gone.
So it's like, it's
taking
entertaining. A lot.
Yeah. So if anybody's in that same boat, yeah, I mean,
I know that people are like, no, literally, I have to check what day it is, like, of the week, at least twice a day. And I'm like, all right, that makes me feel better.
It's kind of crazy.
But yeah, so I didn't know it was May.
It's fun. Shit. I mean, if you can time travel, because that's basically what you did.
I did. That's so, it's so...
Happy birthday, Albert Jr., by the way.
To my brother.
64?
4, I think?
4, 63.
3 or 4. 63 or 64.
We'll go with 63. Because I fucked up my dad's birthday last time.
Yeah, I guess
we'll
it's better to go
younger
under than older.
Yeah.
So.
What'd you say? So, Ugg Schwab close weekend, no me. I don't know.
Who's that?
Michelle Keller.
I don't know.
We'll see. Let's post something else. We'll see.
But, amen for a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Again.
Absolutely. So, got that coming up. That's going to be big.
Hopefully we get off a little early on Friday and make it like a 3.5-day weekend. That'd be nice.
We'll see.
I mean,
we
really,
get like a little bit early on Friday, perhaps. Maybe we go up to Fredericksburg. Maybe get your wine, something like that.
My wine is ready.
Yeah. By the way, no Memorial Day weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Why?
I don't know. She said they're not. Schwab's closed for the weekend, not her. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Hey, take some PTO. That's an important thing. Is during all this stuff, is make sure you're still taking a day of PTO. Sorry, a bug just flew down there and it's creeping me out.
It's so funny that you're afraid of.
I show up and it creeps me out.
No, you want to get creeped.
June bugs are the ugliest things on the planet.
No, they're not.
They literally are.
They're not.
Except
they're
for the things I'm.
Did you guys see Greg's
Except
post?
for the thing I'm going to talk about right now. If you didn't already hear that, and it sounds like a repeat. Check my post out. I just threw it up there.
You just
real
matrixed.
quick.
You just went through the matrix with that.
If you see the black cat, I just threw up 3 little. I swear to God, it's even the internet's having a case of the Wednesdays. It's Hump Day.
I was like, what day is it? Is it like not to you guys, to the internet connection, or whatever is causing this problem?
I don't understand.
But it's kind of funny. So, but yeah, so
weird bugs that we found being.
I have this deal where now I every morning at 9 o'clock I listen to the
Romley, Brian, Jewett. I don't know if that's Jenny or Brian. Which one of you is watching this?
Jenny and Brian. Jabrian.
Jabrian. That's your Hollywood name.
Jabrian. But I watch this local newscast from 9 to 10 every morning, and they do kind of cool topics. And literally, at least once a week, they are mentioning like
creepy,
evasive,
weird,
creepy, fucking
shit flying in.
I don't even species. I guess you can call it
Yeah.
because it's so wide ranging.
Right.
This week they talked about the African apple snail, which this snail is 6 inches, which is like what, this?
Yeah.
Like it's about this big.
Yeah. That's the size of your foot. So.
But I need this back. Let's see. It said now the African.
Ugly ass snail.
It is. It's really ugly.
If you look at the picture
it's as big as someone's hand.
On my Facebook, it's literally like that big.
It's an invasive aquatic snail from South America. It originally came to America in Louisiana.
Makes sense. You come on like a boat, like
that's
from
what
the
they
seafood
think,
or something
probably.
like a million years ago.
Well, this is the crazy thing. Some people have them in their aquariums because they're so pretty. To add so over this connection. You keep having to add vegetation because they eat the vegetation. Now, here's the part that's scary. It is, let's see, hold on, where was it? The apple snails are, let's see, but it has a, who the fuck's going to eat a raw? No.
Escargot.
You eat escargot. That's not raw, that's cooked.
No.
Yes,
well,
it's
yeah,
cooked.
No, you're right.
A raw snail. It has, let's see.
All right, we're going to try something. Stand by for 1 second.
What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing.
There we go.
Okay, so what's the problem is it also threatens human health if eaten raw. They can transmit a deadly parasite called a rat lung worm to human and other mammals.
That sounds like some...
Well, I mean, if I saw a snail this big, first of all, I'm not going to touch it.
I don't know what your thoughts are on the whole China bat thing, but that sounds like some China bat eating shit, right?
Well,
like,
again,
you
I don't know why you would want to eat a raw snail that big. First of all, it's like eating a fucking steak.
I mean, I'll do sushi and stuff.
No,
obviously.
that's not snail, slimy. But the problem is that they are overtaking that. So they found
They're an invasive species.
They found some at the San Antonio Riverwalk.
At the Riverwalk.
At the Riverwalk.
How did it get all the way up there? Just kind of
and
walked
they
itself up there?
it snailed along, but they handled it and they killed it. They took them.
Jenny's on.
But now they're asking people to look A for the snails and B, they have almost like pod nests, and so it's a bunch of little pods. They're bright pink
because
and
they're starting to flourish.
Yeah. So if you see those, you're supposed to call it in. So that was one of the things they talked about. Then the other one they talked about
was the blue dragon.
Was the blue dragon, which again another very this one is
they found this down at the
rare
coast.
Actually. This was at the coast.
Yeah.
They thought they were extinct, so it's kind of cool that they found them, and kind of not cool that they found them. They eat the man o' wars.
Oh, the big ass.
Yeah, they eat the Portuguese man o' war.
Yeah, the big ass.
So what they do is they eat the man o' war, and the reason why they're dangerous is because when they eat the man o' war, then they put the stinging tentacles on their feet. Oh. And when they swim face up, so their feet are what's up in the air.
So we saw a picture of one, and it's actually maybe the size of like
tiny.
$50 or something
small.
like that.
And you put a picture on there.
Yeah.
It's really pretty, but they swim upside down, so if you get
step
stung,
on it,
it's gonna suck.
And if it's only that big and it's on the beach or something, you may
and it's funny because when I was reading the story, a 7-year-old found like 3 of them within a 10-minute period, and they were from up north somewhere, like New York or somewhere, but they were from Mesa, Arizona, and he's been coming to the beach for 30 years and has never seen one, and so it's
that's here in Texas.
That's here in Texas. So, but that was one, and then the other one
Science
they had
Beth.
on was, but I know what I'm talking about. I ain't making this shit up, Science Gregory. The other one was the
murder hornets.
Murder hornets. Why would you call it that?
That's what they're called on them everywhere.
I mean, it's kind of
that's the next thing that's going to kill us all.
No, they kill
hornets.
honeybees. That's the problem. They kill honeybees, so the concern is that they're going to
carry kids off.
They kill up to 50 people
a year in Asia. I watched movies from like the 50s, and they carry kids off. Black and white back then.
They do kill up to 50 people a year in Asia, but they don't typically attack humans. They go after honeybees, which is a problem because they're already so close to being extinct, and that they're an endangered species. So And with all of them, they ask you if you see them to call somebody.
Dude, if you see a bee this
Who am
big,
I gonna call though?
I'm gonna get a baseball bat out.
Excuse me, I found a big bee. I found a big hornet. Can you?
Yeah, I guess it's a very distinct. I did post something on my Facebook. It's a very distinct.
It's
look,
big.
It's got like
an inch and a half.
What's the head? It's like kind of like a mix between like Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The helmets from Ant-Man and the helmet from why can't I think of what's his name?
What's the premise of the movie? Let me help you.
Every Avenger.
Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Oh
Jesus.
my lord.
Sorry for
I'm the boy, he's the girl.
Lord's name in vain.
Yes, I hate it when he does that.
Me. Anyway.
But so do you guys, does any of this freak you out? Because it kind of freaks me out, especially because it's happening right now. It's like, shit's going wrong. Shit's going sideways.
It's all right. We'll make it. We'll make it.
So yeah, those were my three kind of like bizarre, like every time, and I watch it because it's so interesting, and I'm so freaked out at the same time. Yeah. It's like
it's whatever.
So
it's regional, whatever. So the last kind of big topic
is
I wanted to bring up is, hey, what are your thoughts on this? So my buddy and I, Ian, across the street, we were standing right outside. And
so tell them first what's happened. You've got to tell the story.
Well, I'm going to give a little background because it wasn't like a big like
news event.
Everybody's flying in, cops are flying in.
No, well, and I didn't even know about it until you told me.
Told her last night, but we were just hanging out here having some beers on Wednesday night.
Imagine.
Right? Last Wednesday. It's the night before we're going on vacation, so it's fine, right? I was hanging out.
Sore.
Packed the trailer, packed the truck, done all that good shit. But there was a whole bunch of like cop cars, and ambulance, and a fire truck.
Down there was an ambulance. You didn't tell me there was an ambulance.
So it was like all crewed, but it's like you're talking like 10 houses down from us.
And we live in a relatively quiet, gated community.
Very quiet, right?
And we live in the furthest street
from the entrances. So
we're like removed basically from the rest of the neighborhood.
So there's a T that comes into like where our street enters. So I saw on a Facebook group, it's like the community group, right? That everybody's on the chat.
We're so adult sometimes.
I know. I try. That's one of the ones I try and
piss everyone off
once in a while. Anyway, they posted last night or yesterday afternoon that there was a
home invasion.
Home invasion.
You cannot remember that word to save your life.
I came from Phoenix. It happens all the time. I can't think of it. Home invasion there, right? Twice. Where the guy got, like, they kicked open the door, guns or weapons. I don't know if it was guns.
They were armed.
They were armed and beat the living shit out of the dude, right? And looking for guns,
money, and jewelry.
Right? That's what the people reported.
2 times?
2 times in the same night.
Oh, in the same night?
Is what
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
oh.
That's as far as I can tell.
Makes it even
Could have been
juicier.
slightly different, but that's the following all the trends.
There is something there, brother. That is not about guns, jewelry, and money.
My partner neighbor over here is like, probably drugs.
It's drugs.
It's probably drugs.
Drugs.
We'll talk to her DEA dad and get an idea on that.
I mean,
we'll come back with a follow-up.
It's kind of funny.
I looked it up.
So in my mind, it's kind of funny that they didn't let the neighborhood know, first of all. Because I feel like that is something that
was one of the things that, like, a lot of people were like, why the hell didn't everybody tell us? Like, we live in a pretty quiet. We're not in San Antonio, San Antonio proper.
We're not in the country, but you and I think we're in the country compared to living to Phoenix.
Yeah.
But, so my thought is he's lying his ass off. They came
so
either
it's not a
he has a
homeowner,
history.
It's a home renter.
He either has history that somebody's trying to
follow up on,
even up on.
Yep.
Or they were looking for drugs that he supposedly has.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? That's kind of my thoughts on that. It's kind of
2 in one night. I thought it was 2 separate nights.
Was it 2? I mean,
did they think it was the same group of people that came back?
The thing I remember seeing lights down there at 2 separate times. One was at like 9-ish or so, and Ian and I weren't hanging out. And then later on, they were all gone. Later on, everybody was back. And I was like, I thought it was something.
Maybe they came back to follow up, is what you thought? Like the police came back to follow up.
Or the bad guys came back. Yeah, I was like, maybe it was just a different house and just bad fucking luck, right?
No.
Who knows, right?
Something suspicious.
But I Googled it. I searched the Lotus Town, police stuff.
I don't believe guns, money, and jewelry. I think it's gang or drug related.
Maybe something else. But anyway.
Greg had it good. He was like, maybe the guy's trying to clean up his act.
Moved to a
he
quiet
moved to a quiet neighborhood out of the city limits, you know,
And
trying to raise his
found
family the right way.
Right.
And somebody found him. I'm like, that would be nice. I mean, it would suck that somebody found him. It would be great if...
He was trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, kind of a...
The further you get up, the harder they pull you in,
It's only
man.
like 10 houses down here.
Yep.
I mean...
I was clueless.
Again, I didn't hear any sirens. I just happened to see lights, but...
Until he told me yesterday.
So, funny, kind of weird story. So, feel goods for the week.
The pool! So excited.
Our pool's opening. Our
Shaking
neighborhood
with
pool.
anxiety.
Right,
No,
so we
with
have
excitement.
We have a neighborhood pool over here. It's opening.
We miss our Phoenix pool like you would not. That's
having your own pool.
other
and
than the
Brian,
peeps. Other than the peeps,
you know,
I miss our pool. That's the second thing I miss.
It's a big deal, you know. So the way we're gonna do it here, or community's gonna do it, is basically they're just gonna really monitor how many people are gonna be in there. Yeah. So 25 people at the pool. It's a big pool. A lot of space around it. 25 people. Limit yourself to 2 hours. Kind of honor system. If people
Which
are
is
getting out of
funny
hand,
because
like,
we usually during the summertime for some reason we would always go on Sundays.
Right.
We'd go on Sundays after 5 o'clock.
Right.
And it wasn't like it was crazy crowded. Now there were parties happening in the party room, so my thing was like just don't have parties so that you don't have large groups of people.
Close
but
that shit
outside
down.
of that, everybody was automatically social distancing before social distancing.
Because nobody likes to talk to each other.
No, everybody talked to each other when they were in the pool, sitting on the stairs. But when it came to like
being close in the pool, like you're hanging out with your
or floating
people,
on a
like
raft,
your people,
you know.
yeah.
But
kids or your wife or
so I don't know that
husband.
25 is going to be a huge problem because that seems like a lot. But I'm super stoked that it's going to be back open.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be nice. It's getting hot.
I mean, we
here.
got a tan. I can't lose the tan I just got.
Mine fell off from jiu-jitsu. So.
You're so peeling. So such a white boy. It's hilarious.
But anyway, so that's my
so
feel good.
That's
is
I have two. So the first one is in San Antonio or in Texas, the governor has permitted high school graduations.
Oh,
so
really?
People are getting really creative. So like I was seeing like the North Side Independent School District, I believe is what I looked at, is doing individuals. You can come at your specified time and they'll call your name and you walk on stage,
so you
and
can
shake
still
some
get
hands.
your pictures on.
You can get your pictures, everything is done, and what they're gonna do
so you
is
don't have the crowd of kids.
Right.
Okay.
What they're gonna do is after they're all done, they're gonna
bring them together?
Yeah, and do a live stream of everyone graduating. So it's like you're watching the video, you're watching the live, or not the live stream, but the video of
everybody. They'll take like
snippets
and then they'll
and they'll combine it, so it looks like people walking across the stage all together.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you can still get like a high school video, and it's kind of like
and the college is going to do the same thing. So I was really excited to hear that. Like they deserve that. You know, your senior year, whether it's high school or college, is a big rite of passage. You know, your senior year, you're becoming an adult. You know,
year.
so
I mean, pretty much by junior year. You've got most of your credits knocked out.
Unless you change your major like I did.
Not in college.
No,
not in high school.
Oh, in high school, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? But
no.
High school generally, except if you're me, you need all the time you need to get that shit done. You might even need more time after that. We're not talking about that shit.
Gregory.
And then, but I mean that makes sense.
So it's kind of cool.
It's kind of that's where.
So then your family can see it. You know, people.
You have a memento to take away.
I think it was really cool, and they're getting really creative. They're also doing drive-through graduations, which is kind of cool. So you can drive up with your parents.
Yeah.
And they'll do the same thing, but it's like the drive-through zoo, but it's just drive-through graduation.
I think I prefer walking.
I think I prefer walking across
be able
the
to
stage
shake
as well.
the principal's hand.
Experience the real thing. So I thought that was cool.
That's pretty cool.
The other one that was feel good was you're gonna laugh at this one, but so I'm reading the Twilight.
Start crying.
No, I'm reading the Twilight series.
She might start crying. It's Twilight. She cried over Grey's Anatomy.
First of all, it's not Grey's Anatomy, and I didn't cry.
50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy.
There you go. At least you got that part right. But so I was talking with Brenna, and Brenna and I have very similar. So I was like, give me a book to read. I'm addicted to reading, which is so awesome and so horrible at the same time. But I'm addicted to reading. In the last, 6 weeks, I've read 9 books.
Awesome.
Which is, my vocabulary is getting so much better. It's ridiculous.
You should hear the word she's calling me.
No.
She got pissed at me earlier. Can't repeat it.
But, so I was talking to, which is funny, because I asked my specific question to Brenna, was like, is it too teeny bopper for
Yeah,
me to read?
right.
And she was like, no. I mean, she said it's sweet because it reminds you of your first love, but it's a great story. You'll enjoy it. Well, I'm talking to this girl who I could probably be her mother, because she's so young at the gym. She's one of the new trainers at the gym, and she was like, "Oh, did you hear they're making a fifth book in the series?" And I was like, "No, I don't know that much about it." But she's like, "Yeah, it's from Edward's perspective," and I was like, "Well, that's kind of cool." Because there's so much that happens at the beginning of the series that you don't know what's going on with his
Because he's
mindset.
psychologically fucked up and broken.
Well, he's a fucking vampire, dude. Of course.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the other dude. I don't know the names of them.
But, so, it was kind of cool because one of the things, for those of you that read 50 Shades of Grey, there are two extra books. There are 2 extra books, Dark and Darker, and I'm waiting and hoping she's going to do a Freed, that are the perspective of, from him, which I thought it was going to be repetitive and suck, but it was really good, so I'm excited that there's going to be a 5th book in the Twilight series that's from him. So that's my other feel good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. So we're going to start doing a kind of funny, weird, quick fact of the day. So if you got funny ass weird fact of the day things, shoot them over to Beth. She'll coordinate them because she comes up with better ones than I. I had another one that probably was dumb as shit.
What was yours? What was it?
I don't even remember anymore. I just wrote something down.
It was that good.
Yeah. So hers is Levi Strauss patented the jeans. And I said that none of us are wearing anymore for the past 2 months.
No, a lot of people still wear them. You just don't wear them because
nobody's wearing jeans anymore.
Oh well, in the last. Oh yes, I get it. Well, nobody be wearing right. I guess
maybe jean shorts. Jorts. You could wear jorts, but it's interesting. Everybody has had a pair of Levi's.
I sent you the. I mean, what they patented was
the rivets.
The rivets in the jeans that held them together.
Well, what kind of jeans did you have that were Levi's?
I don't know.
It's like one rivet right there in the pocket or some shit, right? And maybe on the butt a couple times. I don't know.
See, you don't even know. He's judging me. He doesn't know. But so yeah, they patented it in what year was that?
19 fucking. I don't know.
I didn't
write that down. It was March or May 20th.
Anyways, okay, so we don't know that.
It's okay.
But
doesn't matter.
It was like 19. I'm not gonna lie. I sent it to you. You were supposed to get that information. Don't lie to the people.
And my wife closed the phone, so I can't see your comments. Anyway, so hey, ending the show tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us for a little bit. Just want to say, hey, Ian, come get a beer. Bar's open. Evan, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks to all the military, first responders, and frontline workers, frontline folks who've been out there doing all the stuff that we've needed, right? I went to Costco tonight. Still didn't have fucking toilet paper. What?
But the grocery stores do, which is kind of crazy.
I don't know. It's just weird, right? But they had their $32 package of
It's so expensive. It wasn't $32.
$20. It feels the same. When you're not buying Kirkland brand, it doesn't matter.
Because how much is Kirkland brand?
Like for $12 for like a million rolls.
So it was Brawny, and Brawny was like, "We're big expensive. Give us." But
they had the quicker cleaner upper. So I don't know.
Oh, that's what the same thing as those are. They just say it's the pattern.
Anyway, thank all of you guys. Thanks everybody. It's all of you guys just doing you and being good.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Have a great week.
Have a great night.
See you later.
See you Saturday. Later.